Hello, and welcome to rockopolis. I am your host, the Free Man. In order to locate rockopolis, you must go from the left of Smith Casey's garage, and then up from Gutter Shade. And here will be the location of rockopolis. Now, let's say hello to, let's pay our respects to Argyle. When you walk in here, there will be a hollow tape. A holotape right here, and it says Rollins. That's the last of these fucking hole drillers. Julie wants to shop them around up north. Not sure if they'll make good slaves since their eyesight is so shitty, but that's not our problem. So gather the boys and saddle up. Next stop, the pit. And then over here, you have Argyle, who usually have a muck gun outfit and some caps. I always took the caps. And next to him, you will usually find, well, always find the unarmed bobblehead. Very fitting of this man. Now, see you later over at Tenpenny Tower so we can hear from the man, the myth, the legend, Herbert Dashwood. See you later.
Goddammit.
Okay, here we
How
go.
many times do we have to go through this? You're not getting in.
I can stand here all day yelling at you through this damn speaker if I have to.
I've already told you Tenpenny won't allow zombies to live here.
Who the hell are you calling a zombie?
You're definitely not human, that's for damn sure. For the last time, no zombies allowed.
Can't you tell the difference between me and a feral? Fine, I'll show you the goddamn difference. Just you wait. You'll get yours, all of you. Ah, hello.
It's so polite when talking to us so suddenly.
I thought I told you to get the hell out of here. Tenpenny doesn't
Oh,
want the
hello.
goddamn caps, and I don't want the goddamn headache. For the last time, get...
Is that how you treat all your guests?
What? No, just those damn ghouls. Is that so? And why should I believe that? You ever kill a ghoul before? Oh, looks like we got a live one here. I think we better leave. You again? Perhaps you'll fit in around here better than I thought. Alright, I'll take your money. But don't press your luck. I got my eye on you. Don't bother Tenpenny or the other residents. If you so much as sneeze in the wrong direction, I'll gut you. Welcome to Tenpenny Tower. Don't do anything stupid.
I won't yet. I'm just here to see one man. One man only. One man only. One man only. Herbert, we got some news.
Coming to you, take from my fortified bunker in the middle of a
DC
DC hellhole. Be like grand. Seems we've got.
Shush.
Hi.
Yeah, I'm here to talk to you, my friend. We got some
Herbert
news.
Dashwood. Damn glad to meet you. Call me Derry. Everyone else does. Maybe you've you've heard the GNR radio play? The Adventures of Herbert Daring Dashwood? That's about me, you know. Based on my, earlier days. I even had a ghoul manservant. Let me ask you, you ever met a ghoul before? Ah, you've already learned some wisdom in your youth. Congratulations. Haven't you ever heard the radio play? The Adventures of Herbert Daring Dashwood? That guy at the radio station put it together a few years ago. He did it in the style of those shows they had before the war. Came out pretty well. And it's all true. Rockopolis, Miss Chase, all of it. Of course, they do portray me as a bit of a chump. Argyle may have saved my hide more than once, but I had my moments. Ah, those were the days. Argyle was my manservant. Ah, but that's really just a fancy word for the guy who saves my sorry skin on a regular occasion. He was a ghoul, you see. Been around since before the war. We met when I stole his girlfriend back in '41. We've been best friends ever since. We got separated a long time ago and never reunited. If you find Argyle out there somewhere, you be sure and tell me, okay?
I got some bad news. I found Argyle. I'm afraid he's dead.
Dead? Argyle? You're sure? My God. I always thought he'd outlive me by at least 100 years. Poor bastard. But thank you. Thank you for telling me. At least now I know. At least now the poor guy can catch a breather. I'd like to return your kindness. Here, take this key. It unlocks my safe. Lots of stuff in there I'll never use again. My adventuring days are over.
Remember...
Well, until recently, the only danger you ever faced in this fine establishment was bumping into all the bloated egos floating around. But now there's a group of ghouls nearby. I've tried explaining that they don't all want to eat you, though some do, of course. Problem is, it's hard to tell which is which. Chief Gustavo has initiated a shoot first and ask later policy. If they're smart, they'll stay away. Some ghouls moved into the nearby metro tunnel. There's a bunch of the so-called feral ghouls in there, but a handful seem the sociable type. I've tried explaining to my fellow tenants that not all ghouls are monsters, but they don't seem to care. The intelligent ones should stay away from our trigger-happy protectors. If there are enough feral ones, though, they could overwhelm security. Aha! An adventurous soul like myself. If I wasn't retired, I might come with you myself.
Okay,
Go make a name for yourself.
so the thing about the lockbox, no matter what you do, it will always show red. Which means that, like, if you even touch it, he might attack you. So, and I think you do lose karma as you do this. Yep. So, let's look at his terminal here. People, King Crag. Good old Crag. Good old Craggy, King of rockopolis. He offered Argyle and me shelter back in the summer of '48. Unfortunately, there was a little incident with his daughter and we were exiled. We sought shelter again a couple of years later, but Craggy didn't take kindly to luring the slavers into his hidden underground city. That was the last time I ever saw Argyle, right after he saved my hide for the 100th time. Miss Penelope Chase. Miss indiscriminately chased two-timing bitch. She got what she deserved. Destiny Chow. My dearest Destiny. Harlot per par excellence. And the proprietor of the Blue Destiny Brothel. One of the loveliest women I've ever had the pleasure to pleasure. Sadly, she died from cholera in the summer of 49, an event that closed down the brothel forever. Argyle. The best manservant a guy could ask for. Tough, loyal, and a hell of a good friend, even if he did smell like a bag of rotten meat. But what's a ghoul gonna do? The last time I saw Argyle was in Rockopolis decades ago. I know he's still out there, somewhere. Harmon Julie. Slaver leader and psychotic cannibal. Circa 2250. See entry on Paradise Falls. Places. Paradise Falls. The most dangerous dump in the capital wasteland. The slavers there would have bought and sold anything with a pulse. They still will, from what I hear. Back in my day, they were more disorganized, though. The leader was a guy named Harmon Julie, a psychotic son of a bitch who was rumored to eat the slaves he couldn't sell. Rockopolis. An underground city. Not a bad accomplishment, all things considered. But their leader, King Crag, became too isolationist for his own good. Okay, so I accidentally led the slavers there, and those bastards cleaned the place out. It was an honest mistake. Blue Destiny Brothel. The best damn whorehouse in the capital wasteland. Strong blues and soft women. It shut down in the summer of 49 when most of the ladies died from a cholera outbreak. Underworld. A city of the dead, or undead, as some would believe. Underworld was and is a settlement of ghouls established in an old art exhibit in the Museum of American History. Argyle and I used to go there quite a bit. I was even voted honorary ghoul back in 51. I really should go back and visit sometime. Megaton. A town built around an undetonated atomic bomb. My kind of place. Megaton is pretty well fortified now, but back in my day it was even more ramshackle. Great place to grab a drink or a broad. I hear Moriarty even has his own place now. Guess that shouldn't surprise me. That guy had been playing the angles since the day he ended up in this country as a kid. Pest. Mirelurks. Goddamn rocking crabs. Tough to kill, but pretty delicious afterwards. The outer carapace is hell to penetrate. Though. Good thing their face isn't armored, and Argyle had such a good right jab. Feral ghouls. Ghouls gone bad. Their brains had run through so much. They lost the ability to think straight. Argyle and I fought these helpless zombie bastards more times than I can count. I think he actually liked killing them. I saw it as some sort of revenge against God for his own situation or something. Rat scorpions. I've been a lot of places in my day, and everywhere you find those damned rat scorpions. Rumor was they descended from emperor scorpions, which you could find in pretty much any pet store in the country when bombs fell. I guess that explains their population. Yao Guai. Bears, or the capital wasteland's equivalent anyway. You're not going to find one of these babies balancing on a big rubber ball, though. I can tell you that much. They are vicious as they come. Razor sharp claws, razor sharp teeth, nasty, nasty temperament. Robo brains. I have to admit, I've always been fascinated by these things. Such an ingenious creation. A robot powered by a brain and a sexy dame's voice. Of course, I always had to wonder, were they human brains? Were they actually the brains of sexy dames? Or is it all monkey brains and recordings? Anyway, I got hit by one of their mind blast once. Hell of a headache for 3 days. So, that was over Dashwood and rockopolis. Tune in next time when we adventure the dreaded Dunwich Moors. No, wait. Wrong place. That's Fallout 4. The Dunwich Building. No, wait, that's what a shame. The Dunwich Building. Thank you, and see you next time.